Yes, good morning to our listeners and viewers of the Real Stuff podcast. Today is Friday and it's Poetry Corner at the Real Stuff podcast. Today, our special guest is Fitzroy Cole, aka Jagga Viva. And he's a poet extraordinaire. And he's going to tell us today about his journey and his new book that he's presenting. I have here with me my host, Flavius, and I am Courtney, your co-host. Back to you, Flavius.
Morning, morning. Morning,
Morning.
Viva.
Viva, viva.
How are you normally called? How are you? What are you known as?
Say that again. Your voice was a bit shaky.
Hello?
Yes, come again, Flavius.
No, I'm asking you, what are you known as on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I'm calling me Jagga. No
Jagga.
full-time people, but the new thing of Viva, you know?
Okay.
Because Viva means me speak for Legion, and Viva means life, and Viva means more. Viva means more life. And if
Okay.
you don't want to say nothing, just say Viva, you know? We will talk for you.
Oh, wonderful. I'm making a little adjustment here.
Okay.
Yep. Let's give
Yes,
me a
brother,
minute,
study.
a minute or two. And you have a guest with you?
Yeah, this is my classmate from 1971. One of the oldest person I know is Robert O'Sullivan,
Okay.
representing the might of the Purples, Kingston College, the greatest school in Jamaica.
Really?
Really.
I didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
Artist in the house.
All right.
That's how we say. So you are Robert?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. And you have some purple blood or whatever?
Yeah,
The man about more than half dozen, nearly a dozen brother from different mothers, different kind of things. We go through the college.
Okay. So Viva, you were there too?
Yes, I was there. We went from about 71. I leave 76. I drop out as lower 6. You know?
Okay.
So this is
Okay.
where we're at.
And Courtney is from not too far down the road.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, yellow and gold. KT.
Not KC, but KT.
KT, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Cape a good school, you know, right in our community, same place, you know, and
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I live at Tex Lane, so I always can see Kingston Tech, you know.
Okay.
my wife is from KT.
Great school. Is that one that's hear about Viva? Oh, Viva get a late name change, you know.
Okay.
Boy, them KC people are not easy at all, you know.
So Robert, what year were you there?
Same year as Viva. 71, and I finished sixth form, 71 to 78.
Okay, okay. So nobody don't want to hear my pronouncement?
Of course. No, you get too curious.
Curious. Oh, I was only there from 73 to 63 to 69.
G's and P's and
Those glorious years.
you must know Mr. Maurice Wilson.
Very good friend of
Spanish
him, of course.
teacher.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Big time singer.
Teacher.
Hmm?
He was my farm teacher. So all them glorious days of the football and the victories and everything. Oh my God.
Yeah, but not only football and all those things. I was part of the cadet force, and we were #1 also.
You see what I mean?
Hmm.
Can't keep the purpose down. Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
The people them have to forgive us for flood the area with pure purple, you know. I vote that we should have a purple, we should all have purple backgrounds.
Okay. Well, you got your wish, man. So at least we know where your beginning is coming from,
All right.
just like mine.
That's great.
And if
I'd
you look at
even
the top of the screen, you will see we have something. We are launching this shortly. Real Stuff TV.
Uh-huh.
It's up and running now, but we haven't officially launched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, where you can go and watch any of our programs, you know, or a lot of them, just like any of these streaming platforms like Netflix or any of these. You just go
Yeah,
on
man.
there.
Progress.
You just
Progress.
yeah, you just go on there and you click on what you want to see, and you just go and watch.
Chat about.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Viva
man.
Viva.
Yeah, man. In fact, the book that Anthony Johnson wrote.
Uh-huh.
Do you have a copy?
No,
Well, you
unfortunately.
should get a copy. Although I'm hearing that it's not available, I'm not sure. But I am represented in that book a few times.
Wow.
Yep. So Courtney, back to you and Mr. Viva and his journey, his fascinating journey.
Yes, Viva. Fitzroy Cole, as he's known, that's his born name, his birth name. So Viva, tell us about the journey, because it says, right here, the journey continues, and you have something new coming up. But before we even get into that, let us start about Viva's early beginnings.
We just heard a little bit a while ago.
As Mutada say, I grew up in a Jamaica and go through everything, every normal thing that I youth in a Jamaica, especially in the ghetto, would I go through. You know, so I know nothing is common assault, my growth. So generally every youth will grow up in the ghetto.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's quite understandable, because, while as like for me, grew up in the inner city also, so I understand what it is to be a young man growing up in the inner cities. But more importantly, you're a poet. And I know, you have we have heard samples of your works recently. And, without further ado, just give the people, some poetry, because this is Poetry Corner.
All right. My unpublished manuscript from about 5 years now, everything set out from a computer. But every time I go to Jamaica, I must publish it, and I don't get to publish it yet. It would be about the 4th book. It is titled The Journey Continues. Viva's The Journey Continues. From the book, I have a poem named The Journey Continues #2. I have 2 journeys. So this is the first one. Sun-baked streets beckon weary feet. One more step, the journey urges the next. Nomadic in alone hours, where magic of mind and pen occurs, I press seas apart, that hope might trod dry-footed flagging hearts. With hair in hands, anoint those toes pointing forward most, riven with the stricken rock that gushes forth both cold and hot. Being subject to days more sully than sunny, with fate of worlds pending from nibbed fingers, one stroke overwrote provokes eternal grudge, and ink smudge inadvertent of 40 days flood. My scrawl, pedestrian, most mighty for meek, predicates a line of ease, certes, Some oases for thirsting peeps, where sojourners find fare and peace. The longest smiles are intervals between smiles. Viva! Thank you.
Wow.
When I done a poem and I said Viva, you know, I love to hear when the feedback said Viva, you know.
Viva. Okay.
All right. So yeah, man, give me the vibes.
Yeah.
Viva.
Yes.
The man I run yesterday, the Norway man, you know, the thing, and when him near for reach him, said, come on, crowd. Just like Noah Lyles hot up the crowd, so at me up, you know. Viva.
Yes. Wonderful.
Viva, viva.
Go
Viva,
again,
viva.
man. Go again.
All right. That one you know, you see, choose a journey, my depend. This journey coming from this choir book that is unpublished. Or you can see my face still. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
One time in the ghetto, whole heap of water go on and thing. You know, my place is a borderline lane, you know. And I was at my gate, and you know, them one woman, they will always come.
Yes.
And one people and gone, and lo and behold, I stand up on my gate. I couldn't get in inside when I see she come. And the woman stop, you know, and start spin me around and whirl me around, you know. Cause olive oil. And of course inside of my house, I have a crisp back like olive oil, you know, but if it's a plaid. And so she rubbed me up and said, nothing can touch me, whether obia or gunshot. Because then time there is a time of volatility in the area. And even one friend that was in prison who was a pie, him said and said, Viva, not stay up on the street, because when I come out, I go rotate here, I don't want to get hurt. So I turn a preacher man. Preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's the only one ears, the message can reach. Preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message have to reach. The story began when the Spaniards came, during Queen Isabella and Ferdinand's reign. His stories speak of horrible deeds to wipe out the indigenous seed. Next England come. Some of the slaves them run. And that is how the Maroon Nation began. Never stop war till them win the fight. To live where them want and run them with a life. So preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message must reach. Preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message have to reach. Tobacco, sugar, molasses and rum, produced from the island plantation while in London. Mr. Owner man, complimenting lemonade from a black servant is a long dark passage, and so matches can't light up the way. So listen to the message. It's the same situation we're facing today. Paul Bogle march from Stony. Good. God and sacrifice just as much. Gavi, yes. Come show the world the glorious beauty of the black pearl. So preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message must reach. Preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message have to reach. Irish, German, Assyrian, Jew, Chinese, Korean, Japanese too. Everybody come, make a great again, leave island people. Just the same, separated by class and political bonds. With best blood drain down the gutters of the slum. Labor in vain till the sun drop down. The poorest still can't own the land. It's a long dark passage, and so some matches can't light up the way. So listen to the preacher, it's the same condition we're under today. Paul Bogle march from Stony Gut. Garden sacrifice just as much. Gavi, yes. Come show the world the glorious beauty of the black pearl. So preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message must reach. Preach the word, preacher man. Preach. If it's just one ears, the message have to reach. Preach the word. Preach. Viva.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Most
Wow.
of them putting up on them thing there now. You see, when you talk about Irish, German, and Syrian Jew, and the reality of that verse, they it really touch you, you know?
Yes.
Because same thing going on, you know?
Yeah, it's history from a poetic, perspective, and well, I love that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a nice putting together, a nice combination. Yeah,
I believe
really,
that poetry is
really
fun.
powerful.
Poetry thought-provoking, poetry is fun. We have a whole heap of different voices, whole heap of different people telling story, you know? But my love, when it is fun, you know?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes.
All
Come again,
right.
come again, come again. Are you a man in this put your poetry out there now?
You see that book, you know?
Yeah.
It's a double reverse book. One part having some English poetry sonnets, but them name lyrical sonnets because them turn my particular kind of way. And then the next part have Sojourner. When you flip it over, two different books, you know? So
Okay.
the Sojourner part, them more time when we go perform, you know, generally first time Jamaica, you know, these are most of the poems I usually perform. You know, Jamaican poet go on, especially dub poet. You
Yeah.
understand? Them love read out a book, you know. They will present. But I'm
Yes.
always fascinated from my journey. Because I was a typical establishment, Christian Sunday school man, and my family and thing, and you know. So I always a search these things. This name Sojourner, with this title of the second, the reverse anthology name. Lord, whomsoever thou wilt, send. But fourscore wandering years and more have found me now, keeper of Jethro's flocks. My speech is rude and only fit for the ears of stubborn mules and silly sheep. How shall I speak to kings and priests, well studied in high matters and courtly eloquence? Yet let not thy servant give offense. These rambling years have mastered none the impediment of tongue. My voice is rough, unused to stage commands. What can I say to men and gods that they may hear and understand and me not mock? My Lord, is there no turning back? Among these sons of Abraham, I'm but sojourn here in Median land. How shall I use the serpent crook? How paragraph the miracle of this unburning bush? Moreover, Lord, that men in hearing less believe than what hands touch, and mortal eyes perceive. I dare not descend from Horeb's mount all empty-handedness, without some sign to prove divine intent. Let Aaron tread before me. Let him speak. Hear, great Egypt, heed this destiny. I am hath sent to let you know. O Pharaoh, let my people go. Viva.
Viva.
Viva, viva.
Well, that are Moses, right? And if I
Yes.
go for Moses, you know, say, the love I try to understand, you know, the religious figures, them, where affect, where the influence with so much. I was always fascinated, I say, about more than one time, about 2, 3 times Moses, when him get the call. Him say, no, man, him give some excuse. So that's the final excuse for make Iran go with him and talk. Because him say him can't talk and they made it. So, Jesus, what did we do with Jesus? We put him under surgery, optically. And after convalescence and bandaging the face, then behold, blue eyes where brown once gazed. Next thing was a little skin grafting, you know, like from areas where he was less exposed. One could have said overall effect was just to make him that more photogenic. Even laymen know the importance of color and visual stance and the strong influence they have over the average man, and not risking insult to our profession in the miraculous era of wonder drugs. Before we put him up for public display, we straighten him nose in that familiar way. Why? We best manicurist work on him hand. What a tribute how she touch up the nail gas. Man, the pigment used for tint that hair, they tended to last through millennium years. Why? We have done him proud, and by no little cost. Universally accepted, this image we have wrought. Yes, we do him proud. Top dollars we spend. Now the whole world take him as a personal friend. Viva.
Viva, viva.
Viva!
Boy, I like that them sound of Viva Viva. When you can ask one or two questions still, and thing, Cause guess what? Me's not with preamble, cause one of the things them say, we not ramp with poetry. I don't say poetry, poetry. Cause I love slaughter the English and every little thing, sound and everything for get it my way, our way, Caribbean way,
So
our
give
understanding.
us a couple of those British ones, no?
I never want to go to it, but hear me. Well, we have a book with some sonnets. You understand what I mean? And I think about 41 lyrical sonnets. I call them lyrical because I said the rhyming scheme kind of slightly changed, but we still keep 14 and, certain little things. So I'm going to give you a sonnet 38. It have a preamble up at the top we say, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Like Ray Charles,
Yes.
And then I say, no, chain this tormented soul or let it be. Without your whip, oh, what can hap feel? Pierce these hands, hammer each nail by feet unless you humble. How should me be me? Wrap this forsaken frame with shame and pain. Shake and quake, upend and bend to break. So screw my virgin cross, do harm and blame. Sanctify, then bless to curse or maim. Nor can be safe, save I imprisoned am. Now crucify and bury what thou hast damned. Chain this afflicted soul that loves so strong. Viva.
Viva!
Viva, viva.
Viva.
All right, since you ask it, I'm going to go into the Beres Aman lyrical sonnet now. The preamble up at the top is, step aside now, let another man. Now she knows I'm cocking my eyes at you. To leave her now would be the cruelest thing to do. Why flirt with pain? No guilt trip or shame, nobody to blame, but truth. It's all in the game. How did she guess what's between us? There's no more room for trust. So all man expectation shall someday be dust. Better yet, that she must step aside and let me dub with someone else tonight. Now she knows I'm cocking my eyes at you. Loving me is the best thing you can do. Viva.
Viva,
Wow.
viva.
Viva,
Viva,
viva.
viva, rough. That's why
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
tough.
Go through some berries, man. But,
So tell me something, Viva. In your writing, you have a preference for sonnets?
no, I have a preference for all different kind of poem.
Yeah. Okay.
But guess what? When I drop out of sixth form, I always want to be a poet. We have a farm teacher named Miss Riley. She was one of the best. My brethren know her still, and
Yeah, man. Yeah.
would have honored to hear me speak, because out of all of the our keen English students, we should have a nurture, we farmed them for many years. She was farm teacher for a couple of years. Coming like only me stick to it certain way. And you understand me? You have other poets in that school,
Mm-hmm.
Kind of stick to it, and we never have enough great ambition. Just want, but hear me.
Yeah. Another quick question, Jagga Viva. So did you take some specialized vocal training and all of that?
No.
Yeah, because it's a very interesting way how you use your voice and how you change in doing some of the things like that you do. Because I was listening to one of the previous poems that you did, and you were like acting the role of the person that you're talking about, and changing your voice. And I found that very interesting, you know, because in nowadays kind of poetry, well, you know, I haven't heard that or seen that. Because I know that there's a big focus now on dub poetry, you know, as the art form for poems and poetry, you know. So, but I still like, you know, the whole style of poetry. You know, I still indulge in that and love it. You know, and although I love dub poetry also, but you know, I still find, you know, what you're doing very appealing.
As I say, if for some people they want to be known as dub poet, you know, me just a poet art, you know. Whether dub or this a kind of or that the kind of they made a poetry to me. You understand what I mean? So whether sometimes you have a medium, you have a subject that you know you can more best express it in traditional English, you know, and I also pride myself on learning to write English and patois, mix it nice, you know. I'm mixing different voices. I hear them and I try to do it, you know. I try to talk.
Give us some of those. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'd really like to hear that mixture of patois and the English.
Yeah. And the voices.
The voices, yeah.
Well, you know, so I'm gonna make me change up all of my things, you know. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you this little mix first. Because this talk about name months and days, but a little Jamaican culture. I hope it have the mix like on, but that's what I want. All right. June, where you at? You and July, way too hot. April promised breezy ways, but it hardly rained. Fretful May, January, she was wild. February like some fractious child. March was moderately cool. August break from school. September miserable, sticky and cross. October boom till November blast. Hurricane season done at last. December madness too will pass. Well, Sunday rice and peas never done. So me fridge it on Monday microwave some. Tuesday banana and dumpling lick with a ilaloo cabbage and okra mix. Soup is a must when Wednesday come. Porridge and fried plantain for Thursday brunch. Well, you know, on Friday people no cook. There's a fast junk food or a pan chicken. Look, last Saturday, everybody want pepper pot soup. So go on, have to get up and feed the troops.
Viva, viva.
Viva, viva.
Love that.
Viva, viva.
Yeah, man, I love that.
Hey,
Well crafted.
I'm going to tell you something, you know. When I make a cup, when I make half a draw out of I one. When I must love this, you know. When I go laugh till I sick. But this is you see, man, more time, them have a love way forgiving more than a woman would have forgive, you know. First time. If you want to say first time, if you want to say first time, first time a woman give me bun, I think the pain would never done. Every day I grieve. Want her to stay, want her to leave. Goose lump all over my body. The turkey cooked, be carved and eaten. Wonder how long she has been cheating. Question Jah, why I get a beaten? Swear I was satisfying all of her needs. Love her, say, still can't believe. What I no see, them say heart no leave. But what was cooking in she kitchen while I counting sheep? Second time a woman give me bun is like, man. Inferior feelings running through me like I knew. I never had one for peer back bad. One time I feel the indicted agonies running through my body. Sex upon my mind. Sex in my mind like fire. Lord, you know how she could have get way to another. Cried Jesus from the cross. I sat no grass. But his friend influenced her. She never could have do it on her own. Now the greedy dog out to lose that bone. Better she gone and leave me alone. Third time a woman give me bun. Ashamed so till I want to sink right down in the ground. But God see all, I know each one to a fault. Lack of commitment on either part. Conflicting interest towards economic goals and mutual desires of the heart. Them says only salvation lasts forever. And it's more than 5 years since she and I have been together. But if I come home tomorrow and don't see no dinner, she have left out. Chat out. First time, Viva.
Viva,
Viva,
viva.
viva.
Viva,
Yeah,
viva.
man, that powerful, powerful
Wow.
reality.
Yes, reality and topical, you know, because we know the Jamaican situation. Well, it's a global situation, basically,
Oh, yeah.
in our Western civilization situation. But this one thing in Jamaica, you know, it's serious, you know what I mean? You know, because you can imagine a man file for his children, you know, his 6 children, and then realize none of them are his, are only
Yep.
one is, you know, so
Serious
it's
ball
up,
in that.
yeah. And, you know, I mean, you know, how do we explain some of these things? And we're glad, you know, you brought that to the, you know, the forefront in poetry. You know, because sometimes you have to take, you know, a laugh at these things, although it's very serious, you know what I mean? And because in our culture too, it's like there's not much talking about a committed relationship and all of that too. So, you know,
But
great piece. Excellent.
the big point is that it's hard for a man to admit getting born.
Excellent.
That's a
Excellent.
major thing.
You
Hug
know,
it up.
one year I came to Jamaica, I was invited by a group named Say Something Poetry, and I went to Red Bones Cafe.
Yeah.
And my good brethren, Roger Asphalt from IRFM, sports and thing, you know, and he was there filming too, and you know, I had 3 buns, you know, little ACB bun, little round bun
Yeah,
then.
man.
Yeah.
And before it start, I just get 3 women in the audience, different place, you know, and tell them, so what you see, when you hear me start, 1, 2, 3, and just fling the bun. And you see when we start and them fling the one, and I catch the one bun, and when it finish, we just say, we get the cameraman and the foot and the next man say, look, watch on the man. Me alone now take them bunny, you know. Me take one too. That night was Aline. Aline was performing too. They were featuring Aline, you know, and her band and thing. It was a good night. But hear me, you see, like on some old KC man and thing, when I gotta appreciate this, name never run away.
Oh,
Well, I never run away. When the pickings get slim, I stay and fight till I win. So many peoples migrate for better, but I jokes right, yes sir. In the struggle, independence come along. So outside me there, when Merkel Bank burned down, when Wappy was a boy, me there a long time. Reagan was an acquaintance of mine. Pound sit down, dollar start run, black skinned people start working a bank. Whole heap of racial frustration, nobody mention class division, the emergence of political hostilities. Former schoolmates become enemies. No more sweeping away with broom. Gunman, kick off the door to your room. My leader, Banya, 5 flights a day. Right on the rock, me the jam same way. Tivoli, Brayton and Green Bay remain a controversy up till today. Nowadays, picnic are burn up in a fire. Gangs got guns and unholy desires. One bag of meeting, another bag of prayers. Break the class club. Mr. Mention, retired. Political gains is them tie and suit. Economic fruits denied. Where's the brute? Lacking in vision, if that's the truth, from where I stand. Give them the boot. Give them the boot. I never run away when the pickings get slim. In the heart of the city, in the stink and sin. Seabed conference come and gone, but the hotel still there. Storing can. Situation evident, codename crawl. We're blind and dumb and suffer it all. Little picnic ball out. Save me, please. Finger upon the trigger. Gentle squeeze. Bite the bullet. You know much cash to smear. How much years? Really? Oh, which gear? Highway 2000. Stick to the plan. If it worth it, do it the best we can. Weak heart can't take heavy beat. Listen to the music playing in the streets. Less education, more chaos we read. All kind of garbage sunning on the beach. Gun court dread in painting red. Coral gardens massacre depend with head. Building more prisons. What's it all about? In the parlor for men. Pure arms house. Agricultural focus. They ought to know. Plant one seed. Look how it grow. People of the land. Hear what I preach. Help one another, help the other, help each. Well, I never run away when the pickings get slim. I see and fight it. Viva!
Viva, viva!
Viva, viva.
We call it the history poetry. History poet.
Well, as I say, we cross a woolly border, you know.
Yeah, man,
Yeah, Viva, them narratives are some serious narratives.
and should
Yeah.
be out there. Should be out there. That is what we need. That's what we need in schools now.
So sometimes I'm very retiring still, you know. You know, some poet, I don't know, probably think will make me a poet more time, make me run from bright light sometime, you know.
No, well, as Malachi would say, you know, poets are the conscience of the society.
Yeah,
And
oh yes.
yeah, really, you know, if the poets don't keep on speaking about these things, you know, some of these atrocities, some of these situations, problematic situations and things, then, you know, sometimes, you know, the people won't really take note or take notice about what is happening.
Yeah, but more importantly, Courtney, anybody under 25 now would know about anything him talk about a while ago.
All right, that's why I said I found it was great that you are all here, you know.
Yeah.
This time so I get a nice picture of what was, you know.
Yeah. No man, these are things that should be out there on a daily basis. Every youth, you know, so them can have an idea of what went on before they came.
That is true. It's a nice issue thing, you know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, because when they touch the Coral Gardens thing, you know, how many youth really understand it? How many people actually in Jamaica remember, understand that?
Oh yeah. Not many.
Yeah, because I mean that was a big atrocity that took place in Jamaica, you know,
Yeah.
and people, you know, even some of the Rasta man them who said them are Rasta, they know the story.
That is true.
Viva, we not seen much of you know. Basically,
I'm oh my camera.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. That's good now.
I was just searching for the next poem to treat
Okay.
you. Okay, that one named The Last Supper. The Last Supper was murder. Each course a 45 shooter. The goat flavored and properly peppered. Everything curry and tender to the bone. From grapes to peaches, pineapple slices, melon, oranges, soursop, ices, all fruits ripe. Which one tastes nicest? Vegetable crisis. So many varieties. Herbal dishes for kosher minded. Roti and dal from an Indian kindred, sweetmeats galore, the choicest tidbits, liquor overflowing, and we still buy more. Music blasting through the stratosphere, stellar entertainment, even Buju was there. The last tune done when first cock, wacky feet dragging, sorry to go on the plane, same evening, I leaving. I couldn't stop crying.
Viva, viva.
Viva, viva.
All right, this, one time I know a poet friend, and we were conversing, and she said she's going to Jamaica because she feels tired. She's a teacher and she's exhausted. So, I still I get her groove on. This name, Summer Flings. Summer Flings. So exhilarating. Still, I never got it better. Almost madly rubbing bobs, plucking shinani, your Jamaican guy. Festival Fiesta, moving over Elsha, Kingston 10 Rhythms, burbling in suburbia, late number showers, bloom brighter flowers, August bunting, independence funting, adrenaline pumping, rejuvenating till time, leave love summer flings, really exhilarating. Viva.
Viva.
That was
Viva,
when
viva.
Viva, viva.
Well, I love your variety.
I know, say,
Touch me everywhere.
all right, listen. My name Fitzroy Saint Elmo Cole, the keeper of honeybees or lighthouse fire and anything there. But sometimes we're not a saint, we are only human, like Jesus and everybody else. This name till forever. Forgive me, imperfect husband that I am, whose love beyond question embraces above doubt. No sharper tongue shrew has become, nagging to a G, false multiplied by sin security, slyly. Is she more beautiful? Is she more pleasing you than me? The lie, deep-throated, denies all pleas. Who? Oh, no, indeed, could never love you so forever. Schemes to get away. Some quiet street, discreet, scream curses at cost and occasion. No ticket to debit, no card for credit, insufficient cash flow prevent up and go. Vacation beckon, but job situation prove man plan redundant. Honor and cherish, worst weather are best, notwithstanding stress. Forgive me, imperfect husband I be, whose butterfly flights from colorful flowers befuddle home style cuddles. I'm subject to nature as bloom to be, weak at knees for types fruit trees. Are you tired of me? Says she, tongue in cheek, twice die repeats to sweet relief. Oh no, indeed, could never love you till forever. Viva.
Viva, viva.
Viva, viva.
A man and woman story,
As you're going all over the place, you have any sports ones?
Any sports one?
No?
I don't know if I have no sports one.
Okay.
Yeah, sports thing. Oh, God have mercy.
Yeah, so Robert, are you enjoying your virgin poetry?
Yeah, man, very much, very much.
Are you a poet too?
Oh, no.
Okay.
After this, it will inspire him,
Yes.
Because I never stop. I never stop loving you. When the economy gone bad, and you use up meager savings we had. Little Jamie and broke, transmission done on the truck, gas prices sprinting up and can't creep back. Comprehensive insurance don't cover that. The 3-bathroom flood out. Every damn toilet lock shop is like adversity, trampling in spikes across my back. Lord, better over than bad luck. But I never stop loving you. Even though dead left money threatened to tear vibes apart. Donkey a drag one way, Jenny in the car to Lele. We get stir crazy bumping bottoms every time, nose sneeze and lungs deep. Breathe in this tight white cubicle where your MySpace servers home. And I try to stop loving you. When tempers curdle like sour milk and the constant bickering make man feel like mother better off alone. Through hustle and setback, like 3 card man building falls open winnings out of grass. Through sink and swim, remembering the promise and blessing of the ring. That's why I laugh when you cuss out my clot and find a way to snuggle even closer to your heart. I never stop loving you. Viva.
Viva, viva.
Wicked
Viva,
Viva.
viva.
You think a little sweat drop to keep the silk shirt on my back? Tuku 24/7 like prisoner sentenced to X years hard labor. Oft times man cry and notch belt tighter when runnings get so rough. One don't know what one give out for heart or stomach. No sacrifice too burdensome. Starvation, wages notwithstanding, oppressive work condition determine me. Not on bum. It's the same immigrant story. Work hard of every cent, leave pride outside behind the fence. Native born may pick and choose. Migrating residents can't refuse. And yes, our down days when tongue sharper than machete got cry for mayhem we create in the street. If there's a loud pop, every Jamaican get flat. Still, is enough heartquake carry on these shoulders over and over. You'd never know agony in a body. It's calmer than sleeping baby. Kinder than we can find. Fit for front or humble back a line. And anywhere the last dollar spent, devise 10 ways to earn more again. You think a little sweat? Viva.
Viva, Viva.
Viva,
Viva,
viva.
viva.
So, how many books have you published?
Well, the first one, let me say, was a little sonnet book with 14 little poem. You know, 14, not necessarily sonnet, but 14 lines,
Yeah.
most of them, you know, and that was from long time. And then we published this, you know, the double book, and then we published this, For the Sake of Magic, Poetry's Life, and then I have this one, Journey Continues from the book, and then I have a next little book. We got England and I have some acrostic poem traits, I call them, and my family about 17 or so then, with some picture to them and thing, you know, ready for the published stuff. And plus I have the 41 lyrical sonnets, I have about 33 complete, when we say the complete lyrical sonnets. I published one and two collections, but the entirety of them is in this special lyrical sonnets complete.
Okay, wonderful. You're doing a lot of work, man.
I'm working on have about near a dozen poems in a book that will be named Afterwards, WORDS.
Okay. Very
So,
interesting name. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very, very interesting.
A whole lot of work, that man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Over the years.
Oh, yeah. So you don't know, you
Well,
perform
it's
now?
a great thing that you have been consistent and, in writing and all of that. Because sometimes, people get like this writer's block and, sometimes them just for years or months, them don't write a thing, Like with me, sometimes for months, I don't write anything. But,
I must,
there's a time you get a buzz, you get this kind of inspiration. And you'll write 5 one time, 4 one time, and all of that. So, I do understand that part of how a writer really works. But you seem to with us have that creative juice flowing all the time.
no, incidentally still, whole heap of poem, most of the poem them where I read, I mean, I haven't been writing consistently for about a couple of years, my daughter did and my son did, and it kind of licked me away. But I had written so many poems before I was coming to America to migrate, so I had some time. So from 2005 to 2007, I was in Jamaica just doing nothing but living a poet life, writing, just writing. Because the muse tell me that one of the time them I'm not going able to write, I don't have voice to write, although I'm a poet and a mate. So what I've been doing is to make sure that these things that I've been written, collecting them up, ready to be published and thing. And of course, one and two look at vibes, and then it's fun for straighten up enough of them because sometimes I like to try write universal, universal themes and thing. And I love write about nature and flowers and then thing. And apart from my social and religious commentary and thing. I write about almost anything, and whether it's called for English strictly or patois or mix and them thing, I like them like a jazz thing, I wish me have a studio for myself. I could have interpret enough of them for music properly, because I think as writers, everybody have a responsibility, especially going into the public, for perfect them craft as much as them, learn about the literary devices, learn about this, and you know what I mean? Figurative language, that we use to express the thing, and always listen. This name, No Time for Flowers, come from the new book, Lyrical Journey Continues. Each new application narrows inclination for neighborly interaction. No time for eyes too busy to smell daisies, to see rise and fall of sky cloud crazy. Bees hiving, honey bees gathering pollen. We wake at dawn to log on, well after dusk expose us to long fixed glare, ignoring flowers, flickerless bites that ruin sight. Jesus Christ, no mind for flowers from work to computer. What a future without nature. Tell the sun to stand still. Need more shine while I feel idyllic fields of meditative greens, glean inspiration from pastoral dreams before my light succeeds to early night. Viva.
Viva, viva.
Viva, viva.
Nice English flow, like, no?
Yeah.
Tackle with the thing, I don't know what I want.
Oh.
So I only have to steer me now, because I have a million poems in that, and they are very entertaining, and very versatile.
Well, I know that I mean, there's a whole lot of poetry, and so we don't want to exhaust the stuff because you know
Can't
that we have to
exhaust.
get you back here.
Can't
I mean,
exhaust.
we'll have to have you with two more shows or something like that since you have so many poems, and we need to really hear some of them.
But
So, I just recommend that we just all work some. Next month we'll have another show with you. So,
All right.
we can expose some of the works and all of that. And it was really great listening to you. It was very entertaining, educated. I mean, I can't find any adjectives right now. But
to close off, can you give us one or two or three of the patois versions? Let's close off 100% Jamaican
All right.
or Caribbean. You have any Caribbean ones, flavored ones?
All right. I don't know if I have that. Sojourner. Page 25. Okay. Jamaican dishes, so tasty. Brown stew scaveach, no mention curry. Jamaican cooking, nice, you see. And it's only we alone have that recipe. Well, for such a little island in the Caribbean Sea, peoples of the world can't stop for it through with music, culture, and bandolism. But here's another era where we still run things for when them smell our seasoning and looking at our pot. Nothing in the world appetizing like that. Jamaican dishes, so tasty. brown stew scaveats, no mention curry. Jamaican cooking, nice, you see? And it's only we one of that recipe. Well, me love my patty. I mean, now let the crust and the creamy orange lasco, you know, says a must. Stew peas and rice and chicken, French fry, man. You lick 11 finger and the dinner plate dry. Well, when them taste our gung and potato pudding, plantain porridge and blue draws the canoe. People not stop ball for national dish. The three color full ackee and saltfish. Jamaican dishes, so tasty. Brown stew scaveats, no mention curry. Jamaican cooking, nice, you see. And it's only we alone have that recipe. Well, enough things about this and some things about that. But the original bashman, the ital stew pot, Jamaican dishes, them so tasty. Blessed, give thanks. What a food, Irie. Viva.
Viva,
Viva,
viva.
viva.
Viva, viva.
Yes.
I think say this is a very haunting thing. We call it sunflowers. Them grow, take them sun. Now them done. Some short, some tall, some flowers, enough ball, some green, then gold, young, then get cold. Some migrate and repatriate or escape to more affordable states. Green stems turn gray, life colors fade away. Others forced to hibernate, yet still a whole of faith. Some straight, some bend, some 6 feet stark or 10. Never understand now or then relationship to environment. But our regional seeds, hybrid for more content, still wonder when many are going to see Barnland again.
Wow.
Viva, we go to Jamaica summertime.
Viva,
We go to
viva.
Jamaica almost every year.
Want to go?
Huh?
Want to go?
Dog. I don't care who else feel your hug, come drape me. No! Cold cocking trigger operate. What's the flex? Your face shows no trace. All the troubles you've been through. How many times life go time with you, my lady thug? I don't care who else feel your hug. 9 days and 9 nights I fast till prayer himself come down and kneel to decision. After rush fast. Can't sleep good. Fantasies of face and shape disturb the hood. Pen is the only answer to for the situation. My lady thug, prejudices aside. Not try carry your wide, but make a cut it on the rug. Viva.
Viva,
Viva,
viva.
viva.
Viva, viva.
Thank you very, very much. You know, it's just that we have come to the end of our time for today. But like Courtney said, we'd like to have you back many, many times.
Okay.
Plus, we have a program we call One Shot Running Poetry, where we get a number of poets, large numbers, and everyone read one poem, and it goes to the next person, and it
Yeah.
keeps going on. No talking in between, just reading the poems.
Yes.
That is very, very exciting and entertaining, and
Yeah,
people
I
love it. So.
participated in one on
Oh, you
July.
did? Oh,
Yes.
yes.
And
Okay, yes. So we'll invite you to that also.
okay, please do.
So Courtney, can you sum up for us? And of course, Robert, we thank you very much, and you are welcome at always.
Thanks for allowing me to join.
Thank
No.
you. Thanks, Robert.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so today we had with us Fitzroy called AK Viva. I sort of leave after Jagga,
No
what
problem.
Jagga for the old timers, Viva for those who, know him as Viva. Anyway, it was, pretty entertaining, very educational, and, we learn some stuff that we have never really thought of. And I'm glad that, you know, poetry can bring out all of these things that sometimes you'll forget, you know, when you're growing up. And to tell the truth, Viva, you took up all the way back in Jamaica, you know, sometimes. And, you know, that was a wonderful feeling. Right back to, you know, my younger days as a youngster coming up and remembering some of these stories that you have presented. So, you know, just continue to write. You know, I just encourage you to continue to do what you do best. Because, you know what I mean, you're like a poet's poet.
Thank you very much. That's a great honor.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know what I mean, it's a great honor to have you in this forum, you know, on the Real Stuff podcast. And I know that you'll be back many times. So, you know, we thank you again. Thank you, Robert.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebobu seru. Lida mua, lida sungfula. Lida mua, lida sungfula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer sorrow. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what set me a fickle flee. Me have to take away me say. Me have to take away me say. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight.